My name is Noshad, something has no issue on the Spurs Video Podcast. Apologies for the lateness of this pod. You would not believe the difficulties I've had trying to get this pod out today. And the reason it's being recorded today rather than on Saturday. I was at my other passion sporting wise outside of Tottenham is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I was at a grading on Saturday and on Sunday, and got the likes promoted. And particular, I want to give big congratulations out to three of my friends who got their Faixa Preto, is that right? Or Cinto Preto, which means black belt in Brazilian Portuguese. And let's get some shout outs go to Brian Paul, James Gregory, and Mark Andrew Bottom. And Brian, being an Arsenal fan, would happily love that shout out on the Spurs Video Podcast. But yeah, seriously, those guys showed some incredible technical ability, and Sandro's cart to and just sheer internal guts to go through that. It was a real difficult rating. So let's go on to the Spurs Chelsea game now. A bit of background. Because I was at the grading, I wasn't going to be able to go to the Spurs Chelsea game. So I met with some of my friends to give them a copy of the Lady King autobiography, which is available at $18.99 from all good bookshops. Not that Lady paid me to do this, but he's such an awesome guy. He's trying to help him out anyway. So gave them their copies, get a bit of pretty much atmosphere, and we were all very nervous. Did my prediction league. I said 1-0. And I said, look, and she said, and my lovely mate said to me, oh, I'll text you, I'll give you up there. I said, you know what, no, it's alright, just enjoy the game, and I'm going to go home, watch it on the BT Sport, I'll record it, in the old plus box, but I'm not going to, I plug another media channel? But anyway, I'll record it, and just watch it, and pretend I don't know the score. And it was very similar to those viewers who are old enough to remember the Likely Lads, or those who've seen the many repeats, or the few repeats, because you don't really see repeats of a Likely Lad anymore. And where they basically, Bob and Terry are basically trying to do their absolute level best to avoid finding out the result. And it must have been so much easier in the days of no mobiles and no Facebook, and no 24-hour TV, and God knows how many digital channels. Because basically, I got a message on my voicemail, and from a lovely, beautiful, sweet woman who makes great cakes, Spurs fan, just wonderful, the whole package. She had a couple of Bacardis, and in her exuberance, had kind of told me the result. But I couldn't really hear it properly because I was driving, and I wasn't too sure what I'd heard, so I thought maybe, I'd, what's the word? I'll go home. So I got home, BT News is on, Spurs draw, Chelsea draw, so we already know the result. So let's talk about what actually happened in the game. Well, we all know that Spurs made a lot of big money purchases this summer. Now that's something that Chelsea have been doing for the last 10 years of Roman rule. And we all know who their biggest purchase was. One, Fernando Torres. There have been doubts of whether he'll ever show that form he showed for Liverpool, that incredible ability he had, and would he ever cut the mustard? Well, on Saturday, it seems he definitely came out to scratch, but more on that later. I thought the first half we were excellent. I thought Chelsea had made a mistake. I was surprised that Ramirez, I don't know if it was a 4-3-3 or whether, because obviously I'm watching BT Sports, so I don't know how much BT Sports are aware of what's going on, but it didn't seem like if it was a 4-3-3, it wasn't really working. Mikel wasn't having a great game. Ramirez, the box wants play, he's not really a right winger going, it wasn't really suiting him. And, we took advantage. Even though they had two defensive midfielders, they couldn't keep really hold of the ball. We were doing very well, and Sigurdsson took a great goal. Great link-up play between him, Eriken, and Soldado. Soldado, people are worried he hasn't scored. He's not against Cardiff had that 1,000 chances. The goalkeeper was just amazing, and so that's one thing you have to remember. The other thing is, one thing you got to like with Soldado, he is getting to those spots, and he's learning the language, he's learning about the players, and more importantly, he's assisting, he's getting the assists in, and that's something that's just as good as a goal. Because for Siggy, great goal and great shot on goal after I don't know what he did, and the reason being, so I had BT Sports, and I'm not being bad, the coverage is awful, right? I don't know how on earth anyone that was watching it live BT Sport could stand it. Michael Owen, He's a great footballer, but my God, he's grating. I don't know. Are there any racist towards Scouse people? I don't know. And we also saw the best and the worst host Mourinho. The best being that tactically the man's a genius. He can reckon I remember a few years, was it 6 years ago now, we are beating them at Stamford Bridge in the FA Cup, 3-1 down. He goes to 2 at the back, 3-5 something, some crazy formation. Gets basically a tie, and then at the home leg they beat us 2-0. Was it 1-0, 2-0? I think it was. And so that was amazing. That's how good he is as a manager. He's an excellent manager, excellent tactician. And although this was billed at the Master versus the Apprentice kind of thing, you're fired. Um, it just, definitely AVB was given on that. So I think AVB could have responded differently, and I'll talk about that later. Obviously, the Torres thing, you know, if you don't remember, was it Kabul getting sent off against Newcastle? Chioto, I think in 2010, Chioto's throwing in some horrible challenges. They square off. I think I call it antlers. I see 2 stags lock horns, just lock their antlers, or bulls lock horns, and that's what I thought it was. At best, it was handbags. Sorry, I've got a bit of a running nose. Um, but at the same time, it wasn't. I thought it was setting off that you're showing violent behaviour, and again, sorry, running nose. Violent behaviour. So yeah, you shouldn't be. You're off the pitch. So how on earth scratching is not considered violent behaviour? Actually putting your hand on someone's face, scratching them a little bit. If you put your hand on someone's face, even if you push them, that is violent behaviour. The laws of the game says you shouldn't do that. And at the end of the day, he fully deserved his yellow card for that. And the second yellow, I'm surprised it wasn't a red. Cause I remember seeing Mida did the exact same thing, and when Mida did that, he was sent off. So why he was given a straight red, I don't get. What annoys me is that he should have given a straight red. He hasn't. So our rivals, if they're for the top 4, whatever, in the league anyway, are going to get Torres less Chelsea, whereas we actually suffered the actual foul, and we're not really going to benefit from the referee punishing, from him being punished for it. But I think there's a cliche that think themselves out, and let's face it, Jan Vertonghen did pants that Aston Villa striker. He should have got. They should have had a penalty, and they should have got him. They could have been a man up. So the whole adding, things changing and even themselves out. Maybe that's true. I thought Eriken had a quiet second half. We get trouble getting the ball. Mata and Hazard just monopolised the ball. They're 2 excellent ball players. And this is where I think Sigurdsson really struggled, I think. Yes, he scored in the first half, but what else did he do? I know he had an attempt. He isn't a ball player. He isn't a Van der Vaart with his touch, And that's why I thought we should bring on Holtby or just do something just different. We took off Townsend. For me, I would have brought on Lamela and Sandro and just gone 4-3-3. Pushed Eriksson higher up the pitch and really look to dominate and really outmuscle Chelsea and just say, as soon as we get the ball, we give it to one of our ball players and let them do it with their magic, because we're 1-0 up, they have to go desperately. That's what I would have done anyway. Whether Lamela was fully fit enough to play, maybe he didn't want to sure. Sandro, was he fully fit? I mean, he started against Villa and he played a full game, so he must be fit enough. If he's fit enough to play against them, he's got to be fit enough to come on as a substitute. That's just my personal feeling on the matter. But I thought the first half we should have at least got a 2-goal cushion, and if you don't take your chances, you're going to pay for it. For me, I think a fit Addy could have changed things considerably. I mean, I'm glad he's back in the fold. Obviously, he's back training now with the squad. I think he tweeted about it, and I think he's someone that you can pump the ball long up to. You can hold possession. You've got those 2 wingers. You can play a 4-3-2-1 or a 4-1. I don't know. That would be a double, 4-1-2-2-1 or something. Very, very narrow. Chelsea don't really have width, really. I think Mata's a good winger, and but really in terms of pace, Hazard's the only guy really. And Norton, I think I don't say he kept him quiet, but I don't think Hazard causing us a lot of problems really. So I thought overall, I think a draw is a fair result. I would like to think that we've learnt some lessons from it. Let's face it, Chelsea absolutely cast out the crap out of us last season. So I'd like to think that we've improved. I mean, we've improved result and result and result. So yeah, I'm very quietly pleased with that. We're still a work in progress, but I'm hoping that we're going to get it. Yeah, and I think definitely we're third in the league. Conceivably, could beat West Ham. I don't know who Liverpool and Arsenal play, um, Chelsea and Everton, but I think definitely. I don't think we're untitled, but I think we could definitely be up there. Obviously, we play Angie Nichialka from Dagestan. We play in Moscow. A guy from Spurs Odyssey, Rosie, going to be out there. I'm sure he knows that they say they play Moscow, not Dagestan. They don't. I looked at the squad. Obviously, Cassandra's not there. They don't have any of the players that the big name players that they should be signing. Obviously, they're going through their little financial downturn, I guess, and so it'll be interesting what team they play. Obviously, Russia. I don't know how Moscow's a big old trek, and that's like at least an 8 hour, 9 hour flight. I mean, a 9 hour flight back. Obviously, they're not traveling on you know commercial airlines and probably their private planes and all that kind of stuff, and they're going to have as much to help them relax. But we you know, play on Saturday, then we fly out. I'm assuming we're going to fly out Tuesday, fly out tomorrow, I guess. Get just training on the pitch on Wednesday, acclimatise, maybe a little light work on Thursday, maybe, and then we play them, and then got to fly all the way back. It's not going to be easy, but we'll see how it goes. That's what the gaff is there for. Anyway, thank you for listening to this Spurs video podcast. I've taken some advice from a good old mate of mine called Tim. I try to hope this is short and sweet enough for you, mate. And yeah, please always FB me, tweet me. Check me out on spurs.co.uk or spursodyssey.com. And yeah, I'm on one of those sites. I'm actually running the Real World Plus Half Marathon. Hopefully I'll shake my cold. It's only just a case of sniffles. I'm gonna apparently I did a thing called the Chili Challenge on Saturday, so I had some wasabi and on the chili when I hit it. The wasabi blew away my sinuses, so I'm gonna be getting some wasabi. I best bring that to best bring this so close to the front of wasabi. So anyway, sorry it's too late. Anyway, thank you for listening to the Spurs Video Podcast. Apologies for the lateness, and definitely try and keep this short and sweet as possible. Peace out, and always come on, you Spurs.